Happening today, the nation's largest and oldest Hispanic and Latin American civil rights organization will begin its 4-day convention right here in Las Vegas. And with this year being an election year, it's an opportunity to really set the agenda and policy priorities for Latino communities. Here with me is the president of the League of United Latin American Citizens, Domingo Garcia. And Domingo, first I want to start with this being a big year, a big election year. There are a lot of folks that will be here for this convention. Who's going to be here and what can people learn?
Well, you know, we have the Nevada Attorney General who's going to be here with us today, as well as Roger Santos, the U.S. Census Bureau. We have the Administrator for the Small Business Administration. We have Camilla Harris that's announced that she's going to be here on Friday. We have a lot of people coming in from all ranks, from the federal level to state and local.
And when you have these national conventions, right, a lot of time there is a focus on just staying on the strip. But you guys are really getting out in the community and really have a big focus on locals. Talk about that.
This is our 95th annual convention. We're the nation's oldest and largest Latino civil rights organization. We go into the community. We want to know how we can help with education, economic opportunities, political empowerment, and how well we can do. And that's part of what LULAC has done, that we're a service organization. We're made up of volunteers, and we're here in Vegas, which has a large Latino community, as you know, and a long history.
And folks can get some jobs at this convention. We
have an Expo jobs fair that is open, free to the public. We have over 60 companies, over 50,000 jobs that are available. Everything from civilian jobs with the military to personal corporate jobs that people are looking for a job. Come on down.
And those jobs will be based here locally.
That's correct. A lot of them are local here in Vegas and Nevada.
And there are a lot of things also for kids. I understand that there's a soccer clinic taking place.
Yeah, we have a partnership with the U.S. Soccer Federation. El Copa America is on right now, and we're going to have soccer players that are going to be there, as well as a soccer clinic for young men and women who are interested in soccer.
What's your favorite part about this convention?
Well, you know, we get to give back to the community. We're going to be announcing, and we are announcing, that we're going to give over 35,000 pounds of food to the 3 Square Food Bank here in Vegas to help with the issue of hunger. A lot of people are underserved, have issues putting food on the table, and that's one of the things we want to help with.
So it's more about having a footprint really in the cities that you go and visit.
That's correct. So whenever we're there, we want to not only have our convention and have fun because we're in Vegas, but we also want to make a difference in the community, and that's what we do when we go back to where we're from, whether Los Angeles or San Antonio or New York or Miami. We're here to help.
Well, and that's the key, right? Because the convention, it is 4 days. What happens after folks leave Vegas and go back to their communities if they're not here from Las Vegas?
You know, we're setting priorities. We're talking about, you know, what we do with immigration and finding immigration solutions, what we do with education, how we get stopped at prison to school, school to prison pipeline, and what we can do in terms of economic opportunities for a lot of men and women that want to start their own businesses, their own careers, and how we can give them a hand up and what opportunities are out there, whether it's the federal government or local or in corporate worlds.
One of my favorite things that you said earlier was that job fair was free. So talk about registration, which is available. Is there a cost to register, and what people can do to make that happen?
So the job fair is totally free. Everybody's welcome to come in. We're at Caesar's Palace at the Expo Center there, and just come on in. If you want to register for the conference, there is a registration fee, $20. You come in and you can go to the banquets, the dinners, as well as the panel speakers that are going to be there.
And what about the soccer clinic?
The soccer clinic's totally free. Just come on in.
See, I love that. Free, my favorite word. Thank you so much, and best of luck, and try to stay cool while you are here in Las Vegas. I know.